Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. I didn't even realize I didn't do a February monthly vlog, and we almost over with March. We're like at the tail end or whatever and whatnot, and it's just like so much that has been going on. Even right now, I think it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I need to I'm okay. Where do I start? Let's start with February. February was really great. At the end of January, y'all know we went to Atlanta. February for my partner's birthday, because that is his birthday month. We did a couple things. So I took him up to Kima. He never been to Kima. So we went to Kima. We got a room there overnight. We stayed on the boardwalk. That was really nice. Like, I always wanted to stay on the boardwalk. And I figured since we was going to Kima that he would probably want to experience that as well. When we went, no lie, his birthday was on a Monday this year. So when we went, it was like pretty much deserted. You know what I'm saying? I even made a joke while we was at the restaurant. I was like, yeah, I rented this out. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can have the privacy and and the exclusivity, you know what I'm saying, of today. It was like deserted, no lie. But it was awesome. I remember waking up in that hotel the next morning, like, okay, okay, we really doing this. And when I say this, it's like me and my partner basically had a conversation and we was like, this year, yeah, like I still don't want to speak on it because everybody that's for you ain't for you. But yeah, this year, yeah, like for me, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ask me, hella late, hella late. But for me, for sure, this year, honey, please. Honey, please. Your girl already been acting up. She's already been acting up. We've been traveling. Okay, so that was Kima. Then we went to Corpus. Okay, we went to Corpus. That was like the real trip. Took us down there to celebrate his birthday. That was a very nice vibe. So I did both because your girl is player like that. And then this past month, or should I say this month? Well, this month is almost over. So, but anyways, this month, where did we go this month? Where did we go? Oh, San Antonio. We went to San Antonio this month. Now, let me tell you something. I've been to San Antonio several times. Okay, several times. I feel like I've been to San Antonio more than I've been to any other city in my life. Okay. San Antonio would definitely be one, and then LA is a close second. All right. I've been to them very often. Okay. So much so, like, I think I know all the San An things. I think I know all the San An things. And Big, he's been through San Antonio. He never stayed in San Antonio. So we decided to go right up there real quick, right fast for St. Patty's Day. Um, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This was probably one of, or if not the worst trip to San Antonio that I have ever taken thus far. Um, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I kind of didn't want to go. I didn't want to go. I was already like, I just had a feeling, you know? I had a feeling, but I brushed my feeling to the side because I was like, okay, if he still want to go, then bet we can go. He still wanted to go. So we went. The drive wasn't bad. The drive was actually probably one of the best things about the trip. It was smooth, easy sailing. Them laws wasn't out because, baby, when we went to Corpus, them laws was out. So we counted 16. And that was just on the way to our destination. Like we count they was out. Every other exit, baby. They was there. They was there. Every other exit, every other mile, baby, they was there. Full of fit. Full of fit in Corpus. Um, so I was like, what type of drugs or illegal activity are they running through the Corpus? What type of money is to be made over here? Because all you see is a lot of construction and a lot of laws. So, baby, money coming. That's what I told him. I was like, baby, money coming over here. I don't know what's going on, but something is going down. But anyways, the ride to San Antonio was great. So look, when we rode in, right, we rode in, and it was probably like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And not that much is open. We just wanted to go grab something to eat real quick and go to the hotel and start next day doing whatever we wanted to do. We was just exhausted. I know I was. I worked that morning, drove that night, so I was like balls to the wall, tired. We stopped at this place called Bill's. Bill's was so disgusting. Bill, Bill, I don't understand how you in business. I really, really don't. However, if people grow up on it, they don't know real good food until they experience it. But since that's all they have available, that Bill, how are you still in business? Bill, that was the most disgusting food I have ever had in my life. The brisket, the potato salad, the barbecue sauce. How you fuck up the barbecue? The barbecue. Bill, I gave that shit away. I wouldn't even give that shit to my dog. I wouldn't even give it to my dog. I did give it to my man though, but that's okay. He will eat it. He will eat anything that I don't finish eating. Like I couldn't even with the bread. I think it came with a roll. I couldn't even muster that down. I couldn't. The food was horrible. Bill, you will not get a returning customer with me. It's not happening, Bill. Bill, just go ahead and put the sign up. You got too many locations around the city. I, all of them doing well. I can't be. Can't be. Just think, like y'all, if y'all never had Bills, I want y'all to think the McDonald's of barbecue. Like not the $1 billion part, not that part. The quick, sloppy, cheap. See, I didn't realize what it was. Again, I'm an out of towner. I'm an out of towner. Yes, I frequent the city, but I have never had bills before. Okay. Every time I eat up in the CN, baby, I dine in. Okay, I dine in. This is the only moment, honey boo boo, that I hit up a drive through. Okay, and that's only because I was tired and it was convenience. It was convenience. And it was all in the same parking lot. We could have had fish, barbecue, and I think Mexican. They were right there. Okay, they were right there, and we just landed on the barbecue because I had a taste for some barbecue. I just didn't know the barbecue was gonna taste like that, right? Then we check into the hotel. Now I am a Marriott member. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't believe I've ever stayed at the Hilton. Okay, I have never stayed at the Hilton. I know the Hilton and the Marriott is right there neck and neck. I want to say that the Hilton's a little bit above the Marriott. I'm just going to be honest. I always worked at Marriott. I love Marriott. I love everything about them. I really, really do. It's nothing bad I can say about the company. I think they treat their employees great. I think they pay them well, feed them well, great benefits. All right. Love Marriott. I will go back and work for Marriott this day. Like, I love Marriott. Never been to Hilton, never worked at the Hilton. I don't know nothing about them people. I know nothing about them. Again, platinum Marriott member. So I will always be staying at a Marriott hotel unless I get endorsed by Hilton. I just want to let you know. So we checked in, hotel, slept. Next morning, we're ready to start our day. So let me tell you how like me sorry about that. Let me tell you about how me and my partner kind of like plan when we go on trips, right? So it's like we have like an itinerary, but we don't. Like we have a few things in mind that we wouldn't mind doing it, but if we get to it, we get to it. If we don't, we don't. Right? I used to be that person many, many years ago, have an itinerary plan. Okay, at this time we're doing this, at this time we're doing this, blah, 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 blah. Like, baby, every moment in that city was spent well. But now, the now me, I compile a list of things I would like to do, things or places I would like to eat at. And if we get to it, we get to it. Honey, if we don't, we don't. Because sometimes if you're in a vibe or if you're in the middle of doing this, and plus, baby, I listen to my body now more than ever. If I'm exhausted, honey, I am not doing nothing without a nap or some sleep. I can't. I could try to press on, but I'm not going to enjoy the experience. I'm going to be easily perturbed, cranky. Why would I do that? Why would I go out in public if I know I'm not my best self? If I know not in the best mood, and I could just need a nap. I just need a nap. Some of y'all that be mad at everybody, y'all just need a damn nap and maybe even a sandwich. You either hungry or you tired. Baby, take a nap, eat a sandwich, or both. Or both. Me personally, I knew what I wanted to be. I just wanted to be easy breezy. I just wanted to have a good time, good vibe, good energy with my man. That's it. We gonna eat. You know we gonna eat. We gotta eat. So that wasn't even a thing. And I did want to do some activities. So I did have some things kind of like written down. But again, it's his first time in the city. It won't be our last time. So whatever we don't get to, baby, we'll get to it. So the next morning, I also want to say something real quick. The breakfast, Marriott, Marriott, that breakfast buffet that y'all be trying to set up with them fake ass eggs and that fake ass meat. No gracias. I mean the water literally be separating from the eggs. Nothing about that be looking appetizing. I'm not gonna feed my man that shit. I'm not eating that shit. First, I like my eggs over medium, so I ain't no scrambled egg. But I'm not feeding my man that shit. I would make him a waffle. That's the only thing I trust, and that's only because I'm making it really myself. I just pour the batter in the cup, put the cup in the waffle iron, flip that bitch. I'll do that. Muffin, something that's packaged and sealed, cereal, some milk, yogurt, fruit. But them eggs and that little, the little quiche, it looks cheap. I ain't eating that. And can I also suggest that y'all get some flavored creamer? They only had 3 milks, and it looked like they didn't clean any of those containers. None of them. It was whole. I want to say oat and half, and y'all didn't clean any of those containers. I didn't want no coffee, and I am a avid coffee drinker. I didn't want no coffee. I didn't want shit from y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Horrible, horrible breakfast, horrible buffet. We didn't touch the shit. We didn't. We decided to save our appetite and go somewhere else. Speaking of going somewhere else, I noticed there was something on the pillow when I woke up the next morning. I didn't have my eyes on, so I couldn't confirm or deny, but my man did. Imagine my surprise when he told me it was a bed bug. Now, I was ready to end the trip right there. I, I already didn't feel like going. I already told y'all that. I was very, very exhausted. I'm waking up the next morning. I go downstairs to the buffet and ain't nothing there but water and eggs. And I didn't want that. And then the coffee was horrible. The containers was not clean. And then I go back to my bedroom and I notice a bed bug on the pillow. Okay. So I asked my man to handle it because I know how I would have handled it. Again, I was ready to go. I was actually getting up, packing, and getting dressed. And he was like, baby, calm down. I will handle it. So he called downstairs. He let them know of the situation. At first, they said they was going to move us in 2 hours, but then they called literally immediately right back and was like, okay, we're going to move you now. And it took me probably about an hour to calm down because my bags was packed. I was ready to go. I only dealt with bed bugs one time prior to this in my life, and it was hell. It was hell. It played on me mentally, emotionally. I remember all that furniture that got ruined, my bed, my headboard. I remember it was such an infestation that they stained the walls in the bedroom because that's where they started. And I didn't, for the longest, we didn't even know we had them. I thought it was the detergent, right? Okay. This is when I was with my one of my ex-husbands, my last one, or whatever and whatnot. He was the only one getting bit the fuck up. I wasn't getting bit up. Okay. So that's the reason why we thought it was the laundry detergent because I don't know if you ever got bit by bed bugs, and trust me, you do not. It looks like webs, right? Like kind of like webs or like a rash. So I thought it was like the detergent. So I was changing the detergent because I thought he was allergic because it was weird that it was only affecting him and not me. And I have sensitive skin. I have eczema. And I will never forget. See, this is what I'm telling you. Prayer is powerful. I prayed and I asked God, like, whatever this is, I pray for my husband, I pray for myself, I pray for our health. And the next morning, the the next morning, I found, why am I always finding them? I found a bed bug literally crawling in our bed next to him, like on the back. It, I could, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really queasy when it comes to stuff like that. I will never forget that. I will never forget it. And we're gonna talk about prayer maybe a little bit more so because a lot of things have been revealed to me through prayer over the years, and a lot of things that I even chose to ignore. If I'm being quite honest with you, God told me everything in a dream that I have experienced or that I will experience. Most of it has already come to pass, and none of it was wrong. None of it was ever wrong. The answers wasn't wrong. The intuition wasn't wrong. The discernment wasn't wrong. I just chose to ignore it. I know that now. Now that I'm growing more, now that I'm coming more self aware, I know exactly what it is now. And even if I do decide to share it with someone, like my dreams or something that was revealed to me that God showed me. See, now I know God showed me for a reason. Okay. And not you. And not you. But God would show and tell me something. And then I would say it to the person that I think I'm supposed to protect. But no, it's my protection because they will lie. They will deceive you. And something that my therapist point out, sometimes I just be too early. They don't even see it yet. He was like, lady, you asking them to hold a mirror up to something they don't even want to see. They don't want to see it. But anyways, So I was traumatized when it came to the whole bed bug idea, which is why I wanted to go. Because I'm like, what if our things are infected and then we bring it back to the house? And it's just, I thought about all of it. And, he calmed me down. We decided to go on with the day. So we went and ate at Magnolia Pancake House. Now, Magnolia Pancake House, 5 stars. 5 stars. Can we give 6? 5 stars. That jambalaya omelet. Again, I don't eat those type of eggs. He had that, but damn, that was even good. All right, I had a little bite. Not so much of the egg, maybe like a little tinge. It's just not my thing. And then omelets is too eggy. Why y'all make it too eggy? Do we really need 3 fucking eggs for an omelet? 2 will do just fine. 2, add a little milk, stretch. 2 will do it too. 3 is just too much fucking. That's just too much for me. For me, that's just too. I don't really do the scramble. That's just too eggy. It's too eggy. I had French toast. After we left the Magnolia Pancake House, we decided to head to Pearl. So this was both of our first time going to Pearl and the Magnolia House or whatever. Um, it was awesome. I liked Pearl. I would live at Pearl. I would go to that little grocery store. Did y'all see that bougie grocery store? Y'all should see that bougie grocery store. It's a short on my profile if you want to go look at it. Y'all, the way they even had the produce set up in the ice, I have never seen nothing like it. I'm serious, and I work at a wellness store. The way they had that produce set up on that ice, first of all, it wasn't an abundance. When you go up into the HEB or the K Raja, all the produce and everything is just stick high, like bowling balls or whatever. No, not at this one. No, you get 4 in a possible. They only got 4, and it's lined up in a row, just so slightly, and they got the good ice, like that Sonic ice, the crushed one, the small one. Do you aesthetically? First of all, that looks so great. Second of all, do you know how easy that ice melts? Third, do you know how often you probably would have to replenish that ice? And it was no mess, no leak, none of that. I said, what? It was awesome. I got me some clearance graham crackers for $5. Clearance graham crackers for $5, and there was only 2 of them in the package. You can buy flowers. So, like, the flowers, dehydrated flowers to put in like your soaps or your sandings or whatever you want to make. They had like this whole craftsman area. Then if you move a little bit over to this way, they got a little bakery. You can get your buns, your croissants, your muffins, your sandwiches if you want to go on a little picnic. You know what I'm saying? Then if you hurry up down this way, they got the little meat area. You get the prosciutto. You know what I'm saying? Get it cut fresh, how thin you want it. You want a deli thin, you want it 1 inch, how you want it. You got that there. Then if you want to take a little coffee break, you got a little coffee area right there. Go a little further down. They got a bar right in front of you. They got an indoor outdoor patio area. All right. This place, y'all, this place, I think they even sold pizza. I think it was a pizzeria in there. Y'all, it was awesome. They would know me by name. I'm just telling you the truth. They would definitely know me by name. After we finished up with the Pearl, oh, we went and walked down. We went and walked down because like you can walk down this area at the Pearl because the river walks like run a long way or whatever. So we did that. I wish we would have known about the duckies. I would have fed the duckies. And then we went to the Riverwalk, and I ain't gonna lie, it was St. Patty's Day. I was expecting like more. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of expecting Mardi Gras, but in San Antonio. Not necessarily titties, but some beads or something. You know what I'm saying? Some beads. I thought some live music. I thought everybody was going to be out to the window. I thought it was going to be out at night. It was just these 2 guitar players, from the mariachi band charging $20 a song if they wanted to sing, if you wanted them to sing at your table. Now, like I told Big, $20 is a little merch. Well, luckily for us, they played at the table literally right in front of us. But $20 for one song, and you know it ain't a complete song. It's like 2 minutes. I think that's robbery. For $20, you need to give me two songs and a possible. I need two songs and a possible, maybe a bridge, a nice chorus, a nice uh, guitar solo. I need some $20, $20, and you on you and him and per table. Like I'm just saying, I know a con when I see one. After we did that, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We were supposed to go see my homegirl sing in New Bronxville, but we were so motherfucking tired. We, what did we get? I want to say we got something to eat. Oh yeah. We were so tired. We went back to the hotel and we door dashed actually something to eat. I was like, "Babe, you want to go out to eat?" He was like, "No." I was like, "All right, well, shit, say less. I don't feel like moving either." We went and took a nap, but baby, we couldn't get up from that nap. So we knew we was in for the night. We knew we was in. So that was the end of that trip, and we are preparing for the next. I don't know where we going, but I know we going somewhere. I will keep you tuned. Now, on a more personal level, some things have been going on with your girl. Let's start off with I got promoted. I know it took me 26 minutes to say that, but baby, I got promoted. All right, do y'all want to know the story? Y'all want to know how I go? Let me tell you how I go. First of all, again, I know I'm blessed in a lot of ways because look at my fruit. Look at my fruit. Like, it's gonna speak for itself. So I've been with my company about 10 months now. I've been with my company about 10 months. And recently I decided that I wanted to go back into management. You know, after I got out of holiday hell, baby, when I used to work, honey, ooh, that took a number on me. That was actually a year ago. Like I've been separated from that company for over a year now because remember I took like a spiritual hiatus to get myself right, and that's when I started working for the company I am with now. It's been 10 months, and I decided, well, I say about two months ago, that I wanted to go back to management. Like I was in management, but just not as much. You know what I mean? So like instead of like a manager, I was like a supervisor. Does that make sense? So it was kind of like getting my pinky toe wet. But lately, because of what I'm trying to do in my life this year, I wanted to up the ante. So I decided to get back into management. And my motto for this year is fuck it. Why not? Whatever you want to go for, whatever you think you underqualified for, go for it. Cause shit, fuck it. Why not? What's the worst thing they're gonna do? Tell you no? First of all, not for nothing. I rarely hear no's. Okay, it's rarely anything, anyone, anybody that I go for tells me no. And if I do get a no, I am so at peace with it. It's like, okay, this is protection. This is not for me. This is not for me. Anytime I hear a no, because it's like it's gonna be a yes. Anything for me is always gonna be a yes. I'm gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. We're gonna feel it together. So I decided to go for this position at the location that I was working at or whatever. So it was me and my coworker Diana, and we was going for the same position. I told Diana, "Good luck, girl. You know what I'm saying? I hope you get it. I hope one of us get it or whatever and whatnot. God bless you." So we both interviewed or whatever and whatnot, and it was down to the wire. It was just out of me and her, and um, turned out that they no longer had the position like needed no more. Like, so they scrapped the whole position away. So not her got it, not me got it, baby, nobody got it because they no longer needed to fill or the need for that role. They no longer needed the need for that role or whatever. So it was all scrapped. Now, mind you, when I went for that position, I also went for two other positions because fuck it, why not? Now, the two other positions would have been paying more, the role would have been more, and it would have been at two different locations. So I applied for one that was closer to home, about 15 minutes, and then the other one would have been about 30 to 45 minutes. But trust me, the pay would have made it work. Plus, I would have been willing to move closer to that location as well because my lease is almost up and we are looking for somewhere else to go. Okay. I already have a few places in mind. I already got some things in fire. We'll see what God do. Okay. So after they told me that position was forego, like they no longer needed it, my boss called me into the office and he was like, a store called me about you. And I gave him a rave review. And be looking out for a phone call. I was like, well, all right. You know what I'm saying? Glad to see you ain't a hater. Because everybody else for you ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I learned over my 20, 25 years of working that people would love like me so much, what I bring to the company and the work so much that baby, they don't want to let me go. They don't want to let me go. Like, yeah, I understand you want to grow, but I'm sorry, I'm selfish. I want to keep you here because you make the workflow, you make this, you do that. Baby, y'all try to reward me by keeping me here. That is not a reward. Thank you for, anyways. So I'm glad that he wasn't those ones that wanted to keep me at that lower level for his comfort. For his comfort. I'm glad he wanted to see me grow. Because again, people say it. Nah, people want you for their comfort. A lot of people don't want to see you grow. So I did get a call, actually. I got a call about 2 days later. They told me to come on in. They wanted to meet me. Okay, then. Well, here I am. Came in, had a great interview, left, went to work. She called the person I interviewed with, called the job, and she was like, I forgot you was working today. Can I speak to your boss? That's how I knew an offer was on the table. All right. Did that, go on my trip, get back. My manager called me in the office. He said, now we have a problem. Now, people don't call me in the office to tell me we have a problem. Y'all know me. Y'all know my work ethic, baby. I get the problem solved. I don't create them. He told me, he said, well, you have two job offers on the table and you need to make a decision because they both want you and we need to know what you're going to do. I said, excuse me, two offers. Who is the second? He said, I told you about that phone call. I said, well, baby, they never called me. And he was like, well, they didn't need to call you. I gave you such a rave review. They didn't want to do the hiring process. You just needed to sign and just accept the offer. It was yours. Excuse me? I'm a lady. I'm gonna need to hear you talk. I'm gonna need to hear an offer. I'm gonna need to be finessed. What made you think I was gonna say yes? Like you expect me? What you mean expection? Like why are you expecting me? I didn't even agree to this. No, the answer is no. The answer was no. Like, thank you for wanting me. But for you to just summon me without even having a conversation with me, the fuck? Who do you think I am, baby? No. So he was like, what you want to do? He was like, if you go here, they offering this. If you go here, they offering this. Either way, it's more money. What you want to do? Because they need a decision like right now. I was like, well, it would make no sense for me to do this for that. So I'm gonna do this for that. He was like, well, you start tomorrow. What? He said, this is your last day here. and no goodbye cake. I would have had some hot dogs, some cake and ice cream for the people. I need time to process this. What do you mean? Tomorrow? Where do I sign? Y'all, I signed. I started the next day, and I've been in that position in that role for about 3 weeks now. And when I tell you I love it, honey, I love it. And if I could tell you a secret, I think that this is for a bigger purpose later. So don't be surprised if I'm taking what I learned right now and I apply it for myself later. Because, baby, that is the plan. That's the plan, y'all. God is moving in my life. I'm moving in my life. And I'm getting the benefits of it. I like what I'm building. I like that I'm growing. I'm not perfect. None of us are. I'm still healing. I'm still healing from a lot, y'all. I'm still healing from a lot. I am very transparent with myself and my therapist, my partner. That divorce, the betrayal, the lies, y'all, that really took something out of me. It really fucked with me to see how somebody, and it's like I knew the whole time. And this person lied to me the whole time. And what's been heavy on my psyche, and I've been sitting with it for a minute now, is when my therapist said, how or why are you still expecting somebody that's always been dishonest with you to finally have an honest conversation with you? And I was like, God damn it. That's a good point. Why am I still expecting a sorry? Why am I expecting this person to be like, you were right? I did lie. I did deceive. I did do this. This person lied to me for years, threw me under the bus for years. So why would I think that during a divorce would be different? I mean, hell, he did it during a marriage when he's supposed to love, honor, and protect. I'm still healing from that. I'm still growing from that. And I'm not rushing the process. I know everything worked out for my protection. I know this with my whole heart. I could say a lot, but I'm gonna put that in my book, so y'all look out for that later. I'm gonna say that for a book or when I go on tour. You know what I'm saying? So y'all look out for that later. But things are going well. Yeah, I'm still healing in one area, but I'm thriving in another. So baby, a win is a win. A win is a win. Look at my skin, boo. So I'm gonna take all my wins. I'm gonna focus on all the positive. I have a lot of things coming down the pipeline. I'm getting back to me, back to the things I love and enjoy: traveling, reading books, having like just y'all have no idea. And hopefully y'all continue to keep up with me. That's all I got right now. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like 3 in the morning or close to. And I gotta be to work in a couple hours because this new shift is kicking my ass. I mean, what? I came home, took a nap, And when I woke up, it was 11 o'clock. And yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. Y'all pray for me, all right? I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. And if y'all haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.